Hey guys, Lord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series. I'm 99.98% sure this guy's from the Clone Wars. Ki-Adi-Mundi, old penis head himself. This, of course, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, and hopefully his phallic noggin isn't going to get me flagged by anyone. I mean, seriously, look at that thing. Looks like he came from the movie Coneheads. Either way, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Ki-Adi-Mundi has to offer in terms of accessories, and he's got a light stick. That's all you get. Can't pop the blade out. I will say it seems like the blades are a little thicker than they used to be, so that's nice. But he does come with one of these. Yay! Of course, he's a Jedi Knight. He has to have one, so taking a closer look at him. Now, truth be told, I didn't know he stole Jack Sparrow's clothes. It looks like he's wearing Captain Jack's clothes with the white sleeves and the brown vest and stuff. I actually thought this guy was going to have a full-blown soft goods robe, but that is not the case. He does have a hood on his back, though. So that is interesting. I think if you were able to get one of the Plo Koon robes, you can maybe swap that onto this guy, because that has the bigger hood. But he does have some hair on the back of his head there, just a little bit, kind of like a ponytail. He's got a goatee. Again, very phallic looking head. It literally looks like goes up your old lady's booty hole. Either way, as far as articulation on this guy goes, his head will rotate side to side. Look up and down decent. If it weren't for his collar, he'd probably get more, but I do believe... Oh, he's got a ball joint in the neck. Look at that. I didn't know that. For filming this video. That's interesting. Huh. So, there you go. His shoulders can move out. They do have a butterfly joint, sorta, but it gets like no range. Like, there it is, move back. There it is, move forward. It's like next to nothing. Or they're just both stuck, because that's how good those lousy joints are. I mean, you can rotate his arm around and then get some back and forth, but again, it's so minimal. Who cares? Like, why even put it there? Like, this ain't soft enough to allow any movement. So I think they're fine. They just have no movement. What does have movement are his elbows, single joints. Nice deep bend there for a single joint. Does have rotation, swivel, and hinge in the wrist with the appropriate hinge, might I add, for holding weapons. He does have a diaphragm joint that goes that far back, that far forward. He does rotate and tilt a little bit. Hips will go out about that far. When you start running into his tunic there, they will kick forward about that far. Back down. He does have a thigh swivel, knee swivel with a single bend there. I will say it's a bit gappy. It's very strange looking. It looks like his leg is broken. Not gonna lie. But when you straighten it out, it looks okay, I guess. No boot rotate. Oh, wait a minute. He does have a boot cut. I'll be a son of a bitch. Alright, so I'm stupid. He's got a boot cut. What about this side? It must just be tucked under his pants. That's interesting. I can't believe I didn't notice that either. So, we discovered together, people, 2 articulation points on the same figure. That's pretty bussin'. It said he does have a hinge in the foot with a rocker and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Not too tricky to stand, though. The male figures from Black Series are alright, but some of the older ones and some of the females can be a little tricky, so give him his light stick so he can hack up some clank, as they say. Standing him back up. It's a cool figure. Not my favorite Black Series of the year by any means, but it's always nice to get another Jedi. And we are going to be doing some comparisons to some other members of the Jedi Council, so without further ado, I guess we'll cut it here. and we'll take a look at some size comparisons. First up, and as promised, here's good old Ki-Adi-Mundi alongside a couple fellow members of Ye Olde Jedi Council. We have my favorite, Master Plo himself, Plo Koon, and Kita Fisto, not to be confused with Battlefest from Masters of the Universe 2000X. Yeah, that whole thing's a little confusing. So getting these two out of the way. Let's leave them aside here. I'll bring in our two regulars. The Mythic Legion's brother Mandibulus. If I can find him, jeez. Yeah, he was hiding. Sneaky bugger. And the infamous 11 Spawn, who, despite the fact that Ki-Adi-Mundi has a phallic as hell looking head, Spawn still towers over everyone. So, with that being said, and now that we move right along and wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the questionable, we'll say, butterfly joints on good old Ki-Adi-Mundi here, I have to say, as another member of the Jedi Council, this guy's definitely a must-have. He goes great with Plo Koon, Kita Fisto, and while we didn't bring her out, Ala Sakura, who we looked at quite some time ago now, yeah, he's a nice addition to your Jedi Council, your Jedi Knights, and I'm looking forward to seeing, hopefully, Luminara Unduli, Shakti, and that one guy with the dreadlocks who kind of looks like Hamburger Head Spawn with horns on his head. Name escapes me at the moment. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.